everybody. It's Jeff Antoniuk. Welcome to Digging Deeper Jazz. Well, I am fired up today. Why am I fired up today? I'm inspired. Last week, I taught at Maryland Winter Jazz, 3-day workshop that we held virtually. Now, I should be drained because I was teaching and administering and organizing and all of that stuff. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. Why would that be? Because I got to interact with other people. That's what I want to talk to you about today. I don't have to tell you about the mental health, all the good stuff that we get from interacting with other people and how difficult that is on earth right now. But it is so important for your music. I know a lot of us, even though maybe we have extra time on our hands, are not inspired to play the instrument. I'm hearing that from people all around the world. And I'm here to tell you what we have to start doing is interacting with each other. That's what is exciting. That's where you can spend a ton of energy, as I just did last week, and come out of it with more energy. You can talk about music all day and not be sick of it. You can be fired up and want to do more. So I want to try to get you a little bit inspired. So at Maryland Winter Jazz, what we can do online is tons of working back and forth, of you trading with me, you trading with some of our faculty members. And it sounds like it's not a very interesting or very powerful device. We had people from all around the world who found out how really amazing this is. So we're going to do some trading back and forth today on a minor blues tune. And it's going to be that simple. I'm going to play 4 measures. I'm going to rest. I'm going to leave you a chance to play. And the idea is, as opposed to just sitting and practicing on your own, and you may have a great practice routine, you may have a great private teacher or something like that, but this idea of interacting with somebody. It's one thing if I tell you, hey, stand up and give me a speech for 3 minutes, is different than, hey, let's talk about something that you care about. We'll talk back and forth. You say something, I'll say something. That is so much easier. That's what this trading fours thing is. So however stale you are, however inspired you are, playing and bouncing ideas off somebody is where it's at. And then what we're going to do is talk about some of the ideas that I played as well. So here's where it gets really exciting. It's one thing to just interact with somebody else, but then it's another thing when you can then talk about, man, what were you doing there? What did you do that 4th time through? That was cool. Or I've heard that before, but I've never known what that. Yes, that is where this gets moving. So all of us, whatever the life circumstance or world circumstance that's going on, we have up times and we have down times. We have times when we're excited about practicing, times when we're not. Well, those of us that learn how to work through those times, that's when we start getting better. So that's why I do these videos. That's why I talk to all of you adult amateurs out there, is I want to give you good information, free video every week. But, you know, a free video just does not do it. So that's takes us to JazWire.net. So sign up for a free tour. If you don't already know about JazWire, sign up for a free tour. It's just a little forum. You write your name down and take a time and see what we're doing and see this kind of stuff happening every day. So for those of you that have hit a plateau, maybe you hit your plateau 30 years ago and you've been sitting there, maybe you've come back to your instrument. I just really, really want to get you up and running. And I know after 2.5 years of JazWire, this thing works like a charm. So it would be a good place to investigate and to invest in yourself a little bit. So let's do this. Let's do a little bit of trading. So we're going to trade on a C minor blues. So I'm going to play the first 4, you take the next 4, and we're going to go back and forth for a while. And then I want to talk about a couple things. All right, let's stop there. So, trading fours. Now, I didn't get to hear you. That's the way the technology works. You got to hear me. You were playing with me in real time. Now, maybe you went back and did that 5 times. At some point, you sort of have a sense of, you'll memorize my part a little bit. The first time you were playing, we could have been on stage at any jazz club on earth because you were hearing me in real time and now you have to respond. That's what I'm talking about. Tell me you aren't inspired or fired up, or there's some idea that you wanted to get to work on, or wow, I kind of like what he did with the sound, or whatever it is. This is what I'm talking about. Imagine if you had something like this in your life every day, every time you pick up your instrument. That is how to get moving. That is what jazz is about. Jazz is not about buying books or that guy's next PDF collection or whatever it is, or watching these videos every Friday. That is not going to get you there. Interacting with other people is. So let me talk about 1 or 2 things. There was something that I was doing playing triad pairs. This is the second thing I wrote on the sheet. This cool idea. We're not going to get super far into it. I've done another video on this exact topic. But this idea of using 2 triads to come up with my melodic material. Pretty simple. Those 2 triads, you add them up, they're not even the whole Dorian scale, but it's an amazing way to build your architecture. So you heard me do that twice in there. You may not have known what to call it. Maybe you were wondering what that was. Yes, this is how it works. This is how it works working with a mentor. So another thing is we're playing in 4/4 swing, 1/8 notes, right? So that was the underlying current of all the notes that I was playing. Little triplet in there, 1/8 notes, right? But I superimposed some triplet, 1/8 note triplet material, and I was thinking actually Afro-Cuban. So some of you may have just said, ooh, Jeff played sort of rhythmically, or he sounded out of time, or that was weird, or yeah, he did this different thing. That's exactly what it was. I changed the math. I changed the underlying current, and I actually used an Afro-Cuban cymbal pattern that I happen to know. Done a video on that one too. So it doesn't matter about the rhythm. It doesn't matter about the triad pair. What matters is that you start interacting and doing jazz with other people. Of course, you want to do with somebody who is sort of at your level or who can push you a little bit. You can call the guy from the local blues jam you were at 6 years ago, but maybe that person isn't into jazz. Maybe they're not at your level. Maybe they don't know how to talk about what they're doing. So you see what I'm getting at here. So I just really, it's important to me that everybody, really addresses this music in a way that it makes it really meaningful for you. I just see so many adults throughout my career that say, oh my God, why didn't I do this 25 years ago? Why didn't I do this 30 years ago? Where were you when I was 30 years old? I'm here now. And I'm not the only one, right? You find wherever you can do this stuff. I would be happy to work with you, but I just want people to have as much joy with this music as I do. And this is a great way to do it. Connect with other people. I'd be happy to be that guy for you. So let's do a little bit more trading on the way out. I'm just going to play a little bit more and another opportunity for you to trade. And I'd love for you to go back and do this over and over again. Find out some ideas he likes. See what you can do about fitting in with some of the stuff that I'm playing. Have a great time with it, and hope to see you at JazWire.